tell her. Okay. All right, welcome everybody to Try It series. Happy Bourbon Heritage Month. So to kick it off, we're going to start with some value bourbons. It doesn't have to be expensive to be good. So we're going to sample our way through these. And we're going to start with this Early Times 354. It's at 80 proof. And this one was kind of short-lived. So they launched it in 2011, and then they took it right back off 3 years later. So it's really hard to find. Probably won't find it anywhere unless you know somebody. But we'll try this one first. I get like lots of brown sugar on this one. It smells really sweet to me.
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
So does the number 354 hold any significance?
It did, and I actually had it pulled up, and I just closed out of it because, of course, I did. Let me see.
I get some citrus notes too.
Yeah, I get that. Let's see. Yeah, so that 354, it references the Early Times Distillery, their federal permit when they first started up.
Okay.
Yeah, like some citrus, brown sugar. Anybody else get anything different? I definitely get citrus once I drink it.
Banana?
Oh, yeah.
That too. Actually, lots of banana there.
Yeah, after it opened up just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Very ripe banana.
Yes.
It's a real deep, rich flavor.
No fruit flies yet, though.
Yeah, there's not a lot of like hug or burn on it either.
Yeah, it's only proof. It's real sweet.
It is.
Good taste.
Yeah, I'm getting a little on the mid tongue and the center of my roof of my mouth, and there's nothing.
Yeah, there's not a lot of finish there.
Mm-mm.
The finish kind of gets lost.
Yeah. Definitely sweet. I almost get maple on the palate.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah, that one's enjoyable. Just not a lot of leftover there.
Yeah, that's an easy sipper.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's nothing objectable. Yeah.
Probably wouldn't mix well. I think it'd get lost with the
Yeah.
other ingredients.
Yeah.
Yeah, like whatever else you put in a cocktail would definitely take this over.
Yeah, I think it has to stand alone.
Yeah.
That's maybe why they took it off the market.
That would make sense. So I kind of wish that I still had, I went through mine really fast, that Stumpy's Bananas Foster pick. Kind of wish I had that with these banana flavors to see how they compared together. I feel like Stumpy's doesn't get lost though, but this one.
Yeah, I still have some of that.
We do too. Love
Yep.
it.
That stuff is freakishly banana flavored.
I know.
And it was one of those where I was like, this is so good. It did not last long because
I
my
thought
husband
that-
was like, it's so good. Let's have it tonight. And somebody would come over and be like, you have to try this. It went very, very quickly here.
Yeah. I told Adam if I didn't know any better, I thought he put flavor in it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And considering that was only a 15-month-old bourbon.
That's impressive. He's doing so many cool things.
Do you know what's the difference between this one and the regular, just bottom shelf Early Times?
I
They're
really
both-
don't. I don't know if it's a mash bill or what it is.
Yeah,
And they
'cause-
have their bottled and bond as well.
yeah, that's what, because the bottle and bond is awesome for the price. I mean, it's like a
Yeah,
a
it
gem.
is.
And the regular, like the orange and black label Early Times, the regular 80 proof is not at all. So this
No.
is very good. I just looked it up. It's like, if you can find it, it should be under $20. So this would be a great find on the shelf, but I just was wondering what the difference is between this one and the old school early times bottle shelfer. I can't really find anything yet.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I know one of the early times wasn't necessarily considered a bourbon because of the way it was made, but I'm not sure what made this one so special. But yeah, that regular early times, like I see it all the time. It's on like all of our bottom shelves at every store I ever go to. And I'm like, nope, walking right by that one. But the bottled and bond is really good too.
I wonder what this tasted like before they watered it down.
Yeah, if you could get this in
Yeah.
barrel proof, how great would that be?
Right.
I think that would, yeah, that would definitely stand up on its own or in a
Oh,
cocktail
yeah.
or anything.
That would be a mixer then.
Mhm. That one is enjoyable for sure. Let's check out this Ancient Age. It's a 90 proof. And this one, I feel like Ancient Age never gets enough love unless you know like which Buffalo Trace mash bill it is. I'm like, people chase Blanton's all the time. I'm like, you can have Ancient Age. It's fine.
This is the one that's only available in a quart bottle, right?
Yes.
Liter size.
Yep. Yeah, and I've actually only ever seen it on shelves in Kentucky. I'm not sure if it's distributed anywhere else, but I have never seen it anywhere else.
It shows up in Ohio every once in a while.
Does it? I've not seen it in Indiana yet. Maybe, oh,
No, I'm not getting anything on the nose at all.
Not a lot
nose,
there.
No nose.
mm-mm.
It's like that commercial with the basketball player. No, nose.
No.
Either that or we've all gone nose blind and it's just not there.
It's too early for that.
Yeah, an 80 proof shouldn't have done it.
No. And this 90 proof shouldn't do it.
No.
It's not a whole lot on the taste either. I mean, it's very mild. I mean, it's not bad, but it's just not.
Yeah, I get like really just mild like nutmeg and spices, but not a lot, like nothing that pops or stands out more than anything else.
Dare I say circus peanut?
Mhm.
Yeah, it does taste watered down, but dare I say circus peanut?
Seems to be better in the finish than it is up front.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely has more on the,
Yeah,
on the
what-
finish.
What lingers is better than right
Mhm.
off. Yeah.
Right.
It still doesn't have a very long finish though.
No.
I don't think I'd mix this one either.
No, it absolutely just, you wouldn't even know it was in there, like at all, when no matter what you put it in.
Well, it certainly wouldn't hold up to a citrus.
No. I feel like you'd put it like in an old fashioned and you'd just be like, oh, well, I have bitters and sugar, but you wouldn't even know there was bourbon there.
Brown water.
Yeah, I don't care for that one at all. The early times was really very good in comparison.
Yeah, it was. There's just not like a lot of flavor or anything spectacular or exciting with this one.
I'm warming up to the taste, but it's not real complex.
Yeah, I feel like we can just let this one sit a little bit, save some of it. We'll come back, just pour it, let it sit. It might be more exciting the next time around.
This is the one that says 10 star, used to be a 10-year-old. Did I read something about that?
Yeah, I believe that's true. Yes.
Well, they make 3 products. They make the 80 proof Ancient Age, 90 proof Ancient Age, and a 10 star, which used to be a 10-year, but now they took the year off the label and it just says 10 star, but people still say it's like 6 years now. So that's the find. That's definitely the find. I mean, you can get a bottle of that for like 175 for like $30 if you can find it, and it has more of the Buffalo Trace profile. It's definitely, that's if you can find that, that's definitely a buy.
All right, I'm gonna let this one hang out for a little bit. And finally, we can do the Kirkland small batch 92 proof. And this is their from Barton, since they're their new sourcer.
I get wet cardboard. And it smells watered down and it doesn't smell real good.
Yeah. But not like a musty cardboard. It doesn't smell musty, but I get the watered down,
Like a new cardboard that's wet.
yeah.
As opposed to old musty cardboard.
You're like, you haven't thrown it in the basement or the garage yet. Like it's still in your house. It got some water on it. Let's try it though.
I like that.
I feel like this has the most flavor palate wise,
Yes, I agree.
but I'm still not picking out anything specific. Did anybody else get anything that stands out?
This one has a better mouthfeel too. It's a
Mhm.
little bit more viscous.
Might get just a little bit of licorice.
Little bit of walnut flavor in there.
It's not sweet.
No, but it's like honey sweet.
Hmm.
I get a little bit of like vanilla, but it's not like real vanilla like you pick up in bourbon. It's like a taffy vanilla or something.
Okay, yeah.
Or
Like
like the milk.
Those like those Tootsie Rolls you get when you trick or treat, right? Like the ones in the blue wrappers, not the real
Exact-
Tootsie Roll.
Right, the
Yeah,
vanilla
vanilla.
ones, yeah.
I know what
There
you're
you
talking
go.
about. Yeah. I get that a lot.
Yeah. That's exactly what that tastes like.
Yeah, I feel like it's been the most enjoyable one though. Like it actually has some things that pop out and stand out.
And these are all like $15 to $20.
Yeah,
The,
should be under 20.
yeah, in St. Louis, this one was $19 for a liter,
Oh wow.
for a liter.
Oh,
Not a
wow.
$7.50, but for a liter. And
It's named value bourbon there for that.
yeah, and the bottled and bond was like $23 for a liter.
It's not bad either. Oh,
And they're selling a third expression too, aren't they, Rick? What is that?
And they have a single barrel.
That's
And then, yeah, it's the third one. I've not seen that yet. But yeah,
I've only seen it online, but I haven't seen it at the
right.
store.
But there's going to be 3 of them, and I think, and they're going to be regular, regular stock. Except, I think people thought that they were such a good deal because it's basically $17.92
right.
for like this for $19 for a liter. It's like that's a good buy.
Yeah, that is a good deal.
They're still selling their Tennessee bourbon, I see.
I've seen it. I think they're just clearing out old stock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would imagine so.
good riddance.
Yeah, I run into people that, oh, is this something new too? I'm like, no, this is stuff they haven't gotten rid of yet.
They're just trying to get rid of. Let that go. Actually buy it so we don't have to. Let that go and get this new stuff in. Let's go.
Hey, don't anybody talk bad about Dickles for a while. Let it sell out.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I'm gonna say it's so great. Everybody go buy it.
Right.
Then we'll infiltrate this new 1792.
Exactly.
That's not bad.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, Steve said, I wonder, or somebody said, I wonder if Costco's getting the stuff that they don't, how it would rank against 1792. And like that they might be offloading a lesser quality stuff to Costco. I said, knowing Costco's penchant for quality, I doubt that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree because
If
like we
anything,
buy
it could be
a lot
better than
of-
what it was in 1792.
Yeah, like we're Costco shoppers, and like the Kirkland brand stuff stands up right next to the
Good.
name brand stuff every time, no matter what product you're buying. So
Well, especially when they put the Kirkland name along with the normal brand name on the same
Right.
label.
Mhm. They don't do
you know,
that very often.
Yeah,
I would
Yeah.
suggest that they're gonna start out with their best foot forward. And then if there was gonna be any hanky panky crap going on, that would be down the road. But
yeah, but I don't even think that'd happen. But
Well, I'm assuming it's not some off-profile stuff because Kirkland buys in such quantities, they wouldn't be able to provide
Yeah.
enough.
exactly.
Yeah,
They're
a
not
little,
going
a little off
buying, like,
profile is not bad,
Yeah.
But
yeah, that one's definitely standing up with the most flavor, being the most interesting, most bourbon flavored so far.
I think it had a dry finish also.
It does have a very dry finish. There's not a lot of linger or anything left to it.
Very pleasant.
yeah, that's real good.
It is. I really like that one. So save some of it. I know it's our favorite. Save some of it. We'll come back, see if it's changed or opened up or anything in the meantime. And then we'll go back to this, the early times 354. Let's go back to our 80 proof.
it's ruined now.
It's not going to be great. So kind of like a lot of citrus, brown sugar on the nose. That didn't change a lot for me.
I think it has the best nose of the three.
Sure does.
I think you're right.
Yeah, I like the sweetness of it.
There's some sugar cookies.
Mm.
It's like walking into an old-time candy store, the smell that hits you as soon as you step in.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
all that sweetness in your
Old
face.
sugar.
Yeah, I'm getting a little confectioner sugar now.
Mhm.
I agree.
All right, let's
Wouldn't
get
have
this.
thought that before, though.
Sounds like my hot kitchen.
Really still not a lot there on the palate.
Yeah,
The nose promises more than the palate delivers.
yep,
Really does.
exactly.
It just kind of dies there.
Yeah. Like it's not bad by any means, but it's not like impressive or exciting. There's just not a lot there.
And at the time, this was an Old Forester label, a Brown and Forman label.
Yeah, it was a Brown Foreman label.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So they might have got the feedback like, hey, it's not doing a lot for people. They pulled it real quick. Yeah, just like there's something there, but I don't know what it is. It's not a lot of anything. Anything for anybody? Anything that jumps out with this one?
Not really.
No, it's just kind of bland, right? It's just a
Oh, it's so weak, like you said, it's like you think, no, not getting it.
No. like and it feels like water, right? Like the mouth feel like it's not oily, it's not viscous. I'm just
Yeah.
like, it's like drinking
wash it
water
away.
that's a little weird.
It might be better if they put this out at 90 or 100.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So yeah, that one didn't change a lot, didn't get any less impressive by any means. So let's check out our ancient age again, see if he made any changes.
It still has a weak, indeterminate nose. Nothing really stands out with the nose.
Yeah, no, nothing.
It's almost, but there's an astringency there too. It's astringent a little bit.
Yeah, it's like you can tell it's alcohol, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But do you
But
drink
nothing
it or
that
do you clean your fingernails off with it?
Yeah, but like nothing that makes that alcohol appealing.
Yeah.
That's not when it's dry.
Mhm.
It's got nice legs in the glass.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's got, I mean, it's got a nice mouthfeel and it's pleasant, pleasant to drink.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a lot of nose.
Getting a little bit more of a finish this time, but really still not a lot.
Cool.
No, anything standing out to anybody?
Oh. Still just kind of bland and unremarkable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ancient age.
it's definitely light. There's nothing wrong with it, I don't think. It just, yeah, it's nothing really there to stand out. But this is a lawnmower bourbon right here. Put 2 or 3 cubes of ice in that bad boy and fill your cup up.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, it's not one that's like special by any means, but you don't dislike it. Like that's for yard work. That's for, yeah, I can absolutely throw an ice cube in that. Enjoy that on a Saturday.
I was gonna say just, yeah, put it in iced tea and, just have a kick from your tea and don't really have a different flavor.
Yeah, I actually think that's perfect for that because I love a bourbon iced tea. But when it still tastes like tea and you don't really know the bourbon's there, that's when it's really good.
But
And
I agree.
dangerous.
Yeah, and dangerous.
And one of the things that I do is I'll take a glass like this, fill it up with ice, and then pour it about 3 or 4 ounces of benchmark in it, and then fill it up the rest of the way with water and just sip on it for an hour or two.
That doesn't sound bad either.
Works
you
for
stay-
me. What'd you say?
I said you stay hydrated too because you have your water and your ice in there.
Right.
There you go.
I'll drink a
A
couple
little
of them.
Gatorade. This is what I do.
I can definitely see this one as like being a good mixer. Not necessarily like for a fancy cocktail, but like, yeah, throw it in some sweet tea, throw it in some water. Like it's your yard work, your lawn mowing, your get me through this Saturday kind of bourbon. I can definitely see that. You can put it in a tumbler and go all day. Yeah. Definitely think it stands up there. All right, so it seems to be the crowd favorite tonight, the Kirkwood small batch. He's at 92 proof. Let's go check him out again. Sat around for a while.
Yeah, the nose isn't like wet cardboard anymore, but there's still not much to the nose.
Now, I get a little bit of like a marshmallow or maybe circus peanut, something there.
I was thinking a little bubble gum.
And yeah, there's definitely like something sweet, like confectionery.
Yeah, I would have thought like you said, the circus peanuts.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball card bubble gum.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
exactly.
With a little bit of cardboard in it.
On the nose.
Baseball cards.
From the baseball cards. Yeah.
Mhm.
There we go.
I'm not familiar with Barton products a great deal. How does this match up with other Barton or 1792 offerings?
I'll be honest, the first Barton product I actually liked was their sweet wheat. I did not like a lot of their others. That's just me though. I'm weird, but
I don't have anything right here to compare with, but I don't think it's far off.
We've got a 1792 full proof that's delicious. But it's a much higher proof.
Yeah.
Yeah, their full proof is great. They did a port finish, the maroon label. That was really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I didn't really think I liked their just small batch that much until it just win one of our blind like 3-part series.
Yeah.
And I picked it all the way through. So I guess I like it a little bit more than I thought.
Sometimes we have perceptions.
Right.
That's one of the cool things about doing the blind tag tastings. You can't prejudge anything because you don't know what it is that you're getting.
Yeah.
A preconceived idea like, oh, well, this is going to be better because it's this.
What I like about this is with their 7-year Tennessee whiskey, Kirkland.
Mhm.
Everybody knew that it was Tickle. Okay.
Right.
But they didn't put that on the label. Costco never told you that.
Mm-mm.
Other people found it out, whatever, posted stuff, but then you could taste it. But on this, they put it right on the label. This is a Barton product.
Right.
They do not do that with any of their liquor offerings other than this one.
Well, they did it on. They had a
Gotcha.
finished Scotch that was like 22, 23 years old. That was phenomenal. It was, I don't know, port cask or something, and they had the only difference between that label and the one you'd find in a liquor store was the fact that their label had Kirkland on it.
Okay.
And it was about $80 cheaper.
I've looked for it and I've not found that, but
Their Scotch offerings are pretty impressive.
Oh, I know. They are.
I
That's,
usually stay away from scotches, but you have me intrigued that I might pick one up next time.
well, I haven't found the one that I'm talking about. I haven't seen it for a while. But my daughter, Jen, she doesn't like Scotch at all. I had her
Right.
try this. She goes, "Damn, this is good." I'm like, "Yeah, it's Scotch. It's a finished Scotch, but it's a space side."
Mhm.
So, but like I said, they put the producer's name right on the label along with theirs.
Yep.
But it's like the Kirkland French vodka.
Mhm.
It looks like the same bottle, or mimics the same bottle that Grey Goose is in. It's not Grey Goose, but it comes from the same water source as Grey Goose.
Yeah. And there's another vodka brand,
Right.
it's like American Harvest or something, that looks a lot like Grey Goose and it tastes like Grey Goose.
Yeah, but like I said, Kirkland's French vodka is it comes from the same. It's just still about the same water source as Grey Goose, but it's a different producer.
Right. Yeah. Just proves like a lot, like what water makes a difference and whatever.
Yeah, and vodka by definition is supposed to be grain neutral. It could be a grain neutral spirit.
Right.
You shouldn't be able to tell the difference between one or the other.
No.
unless they're flavored.
Yeah.
I feel like you can tell in the morning if you drink a lot of vodka. If you drink some bad vodka, you're not having a great morning. If you drink some decent vodka, you're going to be okay.
Sounds like the voice of experience.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Been there, done that? Yeah.
Been there, done that years and years ago. Kind of like cut vodka out. I'm like, that just looks like a headache waiting to happen. I'm not here for that.
Vodka's sneaky.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it really has no flavor. Like you go and then you hit this wall and then you have a bad morning. I'm not a fan of vodka for that reason.
No.
Like gin I can get into now. Like I do like some gins now. Bob was posting about gin today too. So yeah, gin I'm kind of here for again. It's good in the summer months.
Hey, Rick, I will buy a bottle of Kirkland London dry gin, and it's terrible. It's really floral. I mean, you drink it, it smells like roses and kind of tastes like them too. But I will blend that like 4-to-1
Yeah.
with some other cheap gin that's all juniper, and it comes out pretty good.
Well, Danny, you've seen Danny Kennard on these things.
Yeah.
He hates gins because he hates the juniper.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's still 6:30 here in St. Louis. David plays around with gins. He made one. He was contracted to make one for a hotel, a boutique hotel in St. Louis called the Last Hotel. It's in an old brown shoe company headquarter building. And the name The Last Hotel comes from the fact that the last is the farm that they farm a shoe on. So that's why they called it The Last Hotel. David made a gin called Two Step. He named Two Step. They wanted it for their signature Bloody Mary. So one of the botanicals he used in that was horseradish, which made it a spicy gin. And it's great. But he does this experimental series. I've been doing it for over 4 years now. And the last quarter was gins. And one of them, Danny tried and he goes, damn, I like this. And bought 2 bottles of it.
Wow.
I'm like, did I hear this right? Dan Kennard actually bought gin.
You bought
He goes, it doesn't taste like a Christmas tree. I like it.
It's so funny. Like, man, the horseradish sounds interesting. There's a restaurant here that does horseradish mashed potatoes, which sounds awful, but they're just like spicy enough that they're exciting.
Yeah, it's very flavorful.
Good.
I started making my own gin. I have a lot of vodka left over from my vodka phase from a few years ago. So I bought some dried juniper berries and coriander and some other stuff. Just started playing around. The blend I like best is infusing juniper berries and cinnamon.
There you go.
Juniper can be a little sharp,
Yes.
Yeah.
but the cinnamon mellows it out completely.
Right, because
Huh.
I'll actually drink that.
per law or definition, juniper's got to be the predominant.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. So my youngest niece is named Juniper. That's her name. Her name's Juniper. And the last time I was at Hard Truth Hills, they have these juniper plants that they tell you about. And I sent a picture of them to my brother. And I'm just like, is this what your daughter's named after? And he's like, my wife does love gin. And I'm just like, that is what your baby's named after. Never
And
occurred
we
to him.
guess what you were drinking when she was conceived. Okay.
I don't want to hear any more about this. Thank you.
He's like, stop texting me right now. Yeah, he's like, she does love gin. I mean, then it just clicked for him and he was mad at me. And I'm like, I didn't name her that, but I'm just letting you know.
I suppose they call her June.
We call her Junie. She was my
Junie, okay.
Junie. Yeah, she's 3. She's adorable, but. All right, so I feel like we don't really have to vote tonight. I feel like we had a favorite. It's probably this Kirkland's, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Anybody disagree on that?
No.
No. All right. So this Kirkland small batch 92 proof, tonight's winner on these value bourbons had the most flavor, bang for your buck. Fantastic. All right. So I'm going to sign off. Check us out on the abvnetwork.com. Everything we do is out there. You can find me on Instagram, McNew ABV. I'm going to turn off the recording.